No, I will not send a check until the appellate court has stated what I'm sending a check for. It's called having the bread to fight. That's who I'm sending my check to. Okay? The attorneys, the appellate court, which is the higher court, because you thought this was over.
So is Cardi B really coming after Tasha K? All signs point to yes. Cardi B is not playing any games, and she appears fully determined to collect the nearly $4 million that Tasha K owes her after losing the defamation lawsuit last year. What once seemed like a legal victory on paper is now turning into a very real financial battle, with Cardi reportedly taking serious steps to go after Tasha's assets. If things continue on this path, it could place Tasha in a deeply uncomfortable financial position, with growing speculation that even her home could be at risk as Cardi pursues what she is legally owed. Tasha K has long been known for her ability to stir controversy and spark outrage. Her brand has often relied on shocking claims and sensational statements that keep her name circulating online, even when the attention is negative. Many people assume that after such a massive legal loss, she would have learned her lesson. Instead, it's becoming clear that the history between Cardi B and Tasha K is far from over. To understand how things reached this point, you have to go back to 2018, when the feud first began. That year, Tasha K started posting videos about Cardi B filled with false and damaging allegations. She made unverified claims about Cardi's personal life, including accusations about her health, her past as a stripper, and even her pregnancy. Some of the most disturbing statements involved Cardi's daughter, culture, with suggestions that the child might have special needs. These claims were completely false, cruel, and widely condemned. Despite repeated warnings, Tasha continued to broadcast these allegations, often sitting in front of a camera and repeating lies without evidence. Eventually, Cardi B decided enough was enough and filed a defamation lawsuit. Tasha attempted to fight back by filing her own $3 million lawsuit, accusing Cardi of hiring gang members to intimidate her, but that case was dismissed due to a lack of evidence. When Cardi's defamation case went to trial, Tasha admitted under oath that she knowingly made false statements. The jury ruled in Cardi's favor, awarding her nearly $4 million in damages. While Cardi might have shown leniency had there been genuine remorse, Tasha continued to deny responsibility and accused Cardi of bullying her even after losing the case. Now, Cardi appears committed to enforcing the judgment, and the consequences could be life-changing for Tasha, both financially and professionally.
In this lawsuit, allegedly, at this moment, I think it's $4 million you have to pay a celebrity. A lot of conversation has been, do you even have that amount of money?
Look, I'm on the edge of my seat. Don't ask me for no money, I ain't got it.
She later claimed she would not pay a single dollar until she appealed the court's ruling, arguing that she needed a detailed explanation of what the judgment covered before handing over any money at all.
How much more? What do you want from me? But I'm tired of this court shit, telling lies on the appeal and everything like that.
Cardi B has made it unmistakably clear that she is not playing games when it comes to Tasha K from the very beginning. Cardi treated the situation as a matter of principle, not just money. She even took to Twitter to issue a blunt warning, making it clear that she fully intended to collect every dollar she was legally owed. Her message carried the same energy fans have come to expect from her: direct, unapologetic, and final. When Cardi said, "I think it's a game, but trust. I'm coming for everything. You better have my money," it wasn't just a catchphrase. It was a promise. This entire saga traces back to the defamation lawsuit that Tasha K lost last year. After years of spreading false and damaging claims about Cardi B, a jury ruled decisively in Cardi's favor and ordered Tasha to pay nearly $4 million in damages. That judgment wasn't symbolic, it was legally binding. However, instead of paying what she owed, Tasha immediately began looking for ways to delay the inevitable. She filed an appeal, hoping either to overturn the verdict or at least buy herself more time. Unfortunately for her, the appeal failed. The court reaffirmed the original ruling, making it crystal clear that the debt still stood. It was only after losing the appeal that Tasha K appeared to feel the full weight of the situation. She posted what many described as a heartfelt apology on Twitter. In the message, she acknowledged the loss, thanked her supporters, and promised that the behavior that led to the lawsuit would never happen again. She wrote that she was waving the white flag, admitting defeat and apologizing sincerely. On the surface, it looked like accountability. Some even thought this might mark the end of the conflict. But that moment of humility didn't last long. Not long after posting her apology, Tasha made another claim that immediately raised eyebrows. She tweeted that she had paid Cardi B the entire $4 million judgment in cash. The statement shocked people, especially given that there had been no confirmation from Cardi or the courts. Instead of engaging in a public back and forth, Cardi took a very different approach. She said nothing online and let her legal team handle the situation quietly but aggressively. According to court records and reports from insiders, Cardi filed a writ of execution against Tasha K and her company, KB Studios LLC. In Georgia on April 20th, this legal move gave Cardi the authority to begin collecting on the judgment herself. In practical terms, that meant Cardi could potentially seize Tasha's assets, including property to satisfy the $4 million debt. If the value of the assets added up to the amount owed, ownership could legally be transferred. This step made it clear that Cardi was done waiting and done believing unverified claims. This wasn't the first time Cardi attempted to secure her money through legal channels. The year before, when Tasha publicly stated that she had no intention of paying the judgment, Cardi filed motions seeking to garnish her bank accounts, wages, and other income sources. Garnishment would have allowed banks to seize money directly and redirect future income toward the debt. Cardi's legal team even requested access to safe deposit boxes and other personal property, signaling just how serious she was about enforcing the judgment. At the time, Tasha managed to slow things down by filing a counter-motion asking the court to delay garnishment until her appeal was resolved. The court agreed to pause the collection temporarily, giving her some breathing room. But once the appeal was denied, that protection disappeared. With no legal barriers left, Cardi returned to the offensive, and this time there was nothing standing in her way. Sources close to the situation say Tasha K is genuinely terrified about what could happen next. While she continues to project confidence and sarcasm online, insiders claim her private reality looks very different. She reportedly fears losing everything she has worked for, including her home and business. Behind the scenes, she is said to be scrambling to figure out how to protect herself from complete financial collapse. On Twitter, Tasha attempted to downplay the seriousness of the situation with humor. She joked that work was slow for everyone, and suggested that Cardi's lawyers already knew she didn't have the money. She even implied that once she started earning again, Cardi would benefit too. However, many people saw through the sarcasm. To them, it read less like confidence and more like panic masked as jokes. Adding to Tasha's troubles is the fact that she reportedly owes more than $100,000 to the IRS in unpaid taxes. She even shared screenshots of her tax debt online, laughing about it and suggesting a post-dated check as a solution. But unpaid taxes are no laughing matter, and this debt only complicates her situation further. Between the IRS and Cardi B, Tasha is facing pressure from multiple directions at once. Social media users have been quick to point out the cracks in her public composure. Many have commented that the more she posts sarcastic remarks, the more obvious it becomes that she is under extreme stress. Others have been blunt, saying that Tasha seems to believe Cardi will eventually give up, despite all evidence to the contrary. As fans see it, Cardi warned her, followed through legally, and has shown no signs of backing down. At the core of this entire conflict is one undeniable truth. None of this would have happened if Tasha K had not made false and malicious claims about Cardi B in the first place. Back in 2018, Tasha began spreading lies about Cardi's personal life, her health, her relationships, her career, and even her pregnancy. Some of the allegations were particularly cruel and deeply personal. None of them were proven to be true, and Tasha later admitted under oath that she knowingly lied. Despite losing in court and being ordered to pay millions, Tasha continued to argue, delay, and deflect responsibility. Each attempt to avoid accountability only worsened the consequences. Meanwhile, Cardi has remained consistent and strategic. She allowed the courts to do their job, trusted the legal process, and is now enforcing the judgment with precision. At this point, Tasha K has very few options left. Whether the money comes from her property, her income, or other assets, Cardi is determined to collect what she is owed. Insiders say Cardi will pursue every legal avenue available until the debt is fully satisfied. Tasha's attempts to joke her way through the situation or stall the process have not worked, and reality is finally setting in. This entire situation stands as a powerful reminder of the consequences of spreading false information and refusing to take responsibility for one's actions. Tasha K's legal and financial troubles are the direct result of her own choices, and now she is facing the fallout in real time. Social media users continue to watch closely, with many predicting that Cardi B will ultimately get every dollar she is owed, while Tasha will be forced to rebuild her life after a very costly mistake. The drama is far from over, but one thing is clear: Cardi B is serious, and Tasha K is feeling the full weight of her past decisions.